Hello and welcome. In this video, we will see how to use the advanced filter in Excel to search for multiple criteria at once and also to search within text. So I'm taking a very common scenario in this example. We have some employee information such as the name of the employee code, the department, information about the section that the employee belongs to, the date of birth of the employee, and finally the salary of the employee. Now let us look at the information that I want to extract from this data. I want to filter all the employees who hold either the officer position or the assistant manager position or the employees who belong to the SNTI department, which is the name of a department. Secondly, I want to filter out and gather information about all the employees whose employee code contains either the letter A or the digit 5. So let us see how to do that. Now the first question I had was to extract information about all employees who belong to either one department or another or to a section. So I have multiple criteria that are separated by the OR condition. So I would use the advanced filter, but I need to use a different row for each separate criteria. We will see how to do that in this video. The next thing I wanted to do was to search for all the employees whose employee code had either the digit 5 or the letter A in their name. So once again, I would use the advanced filter, but there's a caveat. Some employee codes are actually numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to first convert them to text, and then I can actually use wildcards in my criteria table to search within the employee codes and extract information about all the employees who have either the digit 5 or the letter A in their employee code. So let us see how to do that. So I have come over to Excel, and my first task is to filter out all the employees who hold the officer or assistant manager position or who belong to the SNTI department. So I'm going to build my criteria table, and for that I need to go to my source data and copy all my headers. I'm going to do that, and let me paste the headers here. And now I need all the employees who hold the officer or the assistant manager position. So if you remember my advanced criteria video, I just copy the officer position here, copy the assistant manager position here, and I also need the employees who belong to the SNTI department. So let me go ahead and copy SNTI to the department section. Note that I have put all these criteria on different rows of my criteria table so that I get all the employees who either hold the officer position or hold the assistant manager position or belong to the SNTI department. So I have my criteria table ready, and I am ready to use the advanced filter. For that, I just click anywhere in my table, and I actually have the advanced filter icon already added to my quick access toolbar. If you don't know how to do that, I recommend that you watch my video on the quick access toolbar. If not, you can just go to data and click this icon, which is for the advanced filter. The first thing to remember is to always select the copy to another location option, because I do not want to overwrite my source data. The second thing is to select my source data. I'll go ahead, select my source data here. Now it's time to select my criteria range. Click here and select my criteria range. Finally, in the copy to field, I can select any one cell and click OK. So you see that with just a couple of clicks, I was able to extract information about all employees who hold either the assistant manager position or the officer position, and finally also those employees who belong to the SNTI department. Now my next task is to filter out information about all the employees whose employee code contains either the digit 5 or the letter A. Alright, so if you remember, I mentioned that some of these employee codes are actually numbers, and if I need to search within this text, I need to be able to convert these employee codes that are numbers to text. So let me forget about this criterion for a minute, and let me just try to extract the employee information for the employees whose code contains the letter A. So I'm ready to do that by copying my headers to a different location. So I've done that here. Now in the employee code, I need all the employees whose code contains the letter A. So all I need to do is type this in my employee code column. So let me explain this. The first asterisk here suggests that you can have either 0 or more characters, and which are any characters in this position. And finally, this A suggests that you need to have the letter A somewhere in your employee code, and the asterisk after A suggests that you may have some more characters after A in the employee code. So my criteria table is ready, and I'm ready to go ahead and use the advanced filter. For that, I just click anywhere in my data, click the advanced filter option, select the copy to another location option, and my list range is already selected, and I need to make some changes to my criteria range. So I'm going to click this and then select my new criteria table, and finally in the copy to field I'm going to select one of my cells and then click OK. So you see that I was able to extract information for all employees whose employee code was already in text form and whose employee code contained the letter A. So with this, we know how the wildcard search works in our criteria table, and all we need to now do is to convert the codes that have these numbers to text, and then we'll be ready to do the other criterion as well. So you can see that I am adding a new column here, code, and the information that I want in this column is just the employee codes converted to text form. So I'm going to select the employee code and use the text formula. I'll just use this for now, and you see that I have the text form of the employee code, and the way you can figure out that this is text is that the number is left line. I can just double click this to drag and drop all the information, and you see that all my employee codes are now converted to text. So I'm ready to build my criteria table and then apply the advanced filter. So let me just go ahead and copy all my source headers, and now I will just do the wildcard search, and this time I will put *5* to ensure that I get data for all employees whose code contains 5, and finally to get information about all employees whose code contains A, I will add this criteria. I have my criteria table ready, and I'm now ready to apply the advanced filter. I'll click anywhere in my source table, click the advanced filter option, click the copy to another location option, and this time I see that my list range has expanded to include I as well. And in my criteria range, I can click and select this new criteria table. In the copy to field, I just click any field, any cell where I want my destination data to appear, and I click OK. And you can see that I now have information for all the employees whose employee code contains either the digit 5 in the employee code or the letter A. So you can see how powerful the advanced filter is at extracting important information from your source data. I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned something useful about how to use the advanced filter. If you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel so that I get encouraged to produce more such videos. Thank you and take care.